Hatha flow, all levels. And today's class, we're going to focus on our shoulders, upper body in general, like upper back, shoulders, neck, all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoy. Let's find a comfortable seat. You can always sit on a block, a blanket, if you want to elevate the sits bones a little bit. Try to find something that's comfortable, and that can also be extending your legs in front of you or even sitting on your shins. So just take a moment to sit nice and tall as you press your sits bones firmly on the ground, lengthening through the spine, lift your heart, and relax the shoulders down your back. And right away, start to tune in with your breath, perhaps scanning your body from head to toe, just noticing how is your physical body feeling right now. And then bring awareness to the breath. Notice each inhale and each exhale. It's always important to take a moment to center, to ground ourselves. Start to add a little bit of volume and texture to the breath. And then we're going to start to warm up the shoulders a little bit. So you're going to bring your hands to the heads of the shoulders. Now bring the elbows to kiss in front of you. So you're going to inhale, start to draw a big circle. Exhale, slowly the elbows point down. Inhale, point the elbows forward. And then exhale, the elbows start to move down. Do this 2 more times on this direction. The shoulders may feel a little crunchy. Mine are very crunchy right now. Then next time the elbows come in front of you, reverse the direction. Two more times. Continue to sit tall. Keep that spine long. Draw the belly gently in. Good, and then release. Now shrug the shoulders towards your ears. Squeeze, take a big breath in. You're gonna open your mouth, exhale, let the shoulders drop. So inhale, exhale. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Good. All right. So if you have anything under the sits bones, it's gonna be better if you remove and put it out of the way. You're gonna do a few rounds of seated cat and cow. So I'm still healing a hand/wrist injury, so I'm not gonna be pouring a lot of weight on my hands today. So we're gonna just improvise and modify things, so you know there's options out there for you. So inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, let's just twist first. Twist to your left. Sit nice and tall. Again, keep the shoulders down, away from your ears. Gaze back. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Create space. Exhale, switch. We have 3 breaths here. One more time. Back to center, breathe in. Breathe out, fold here. So now this is a good opportunity also to notice your outer hips, your low back. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. And then walk the hands back. All right, let's inhale once again, circle the arms. Exhale, cactus. You're gonna take your right elbow under your left. Your palms may or may not touch. If they don't, just bring the back of the hands to touch. That's totally fine. So you're gonna inhale, lift your gaze, arch your spine, like when you do cow pose. Exhale, you're gonna round, curl the mid and upper back, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Palms touch, draw the energy to the heart. Let's switch our legs, friends. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. So you're gonna repeat the same thing with the legs crossed in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side. So see if you can be a little bit more active this time around. One more. Return to center, breathe in, breathe out, fold. Notice if the fact that you've switched your legs causes discomfort, if it bothers you. I see that happen in class a lot. Every time we do things that, doesn't feel natural or is just not the way we're used to doing things, people get really triggered by that. One more. And getting annoyed during class, it's normal, right? Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale, cactus. Now take your left elbow under. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, round. Again, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Last one. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's come to a tabletop. You're gonna transition into puppy pose here. So keeping your hips in line with your knees. Walk the hands forward. They can be as wide as your sticky mat. And then release your chest to the floor. You can keep your toes curled under or relax them. Spread your fingers wide. Release the chest towards the floor. Maybe you even take your chin to the floor. Press through the forearms. Come forward into a Sphinx pose. Point your toes back. So really wake up your legs here. Press through the forearms. Wrap the shoulders back and down. You're gonna feel a nice stretch into the front body, that center core. And then slowly release. Take your right arm out to the side and then roll towards your right shoulder. Taking wishbone pose. You do have the option here to work on a half bind or even to add a quad stretch here. See what is it that you need right now at this moment. 3 more breaths. Final one, breathe in. Stay for your exhale. And then slowly release. Come back to your belly. Extend your left arm out. And then roll towards the shoulder. Again, first pause here. Notice what it feels like on the side. Oh, my spine is like cracking. So maybe stay here, or you can add that quad stretch as well. Try to stay relaxed through the entire body. If you're taking your quad stretch, breathe into that quad, into that hip. Also in between the shoulder blades. Relax your head completely. And breathe here one more time. And mindfully release. Come back to your belly. We're gonna find downward dog, or you can do dolphin pose if you're dealing like me with an injury, whether it's shoulders, wrists, fingers. Or again, child's pose is always available to you. You can paddle the feet here. Allow the neck to relax. Remember, if you have lots of tension in the low back and hamstrings, you can bend your knees a little bit more. Tone the belly. Take a couple more breaths here. And then you're gonna breathe your right leg high, stepping your right foot forward. Stack your right knee over your ankle, and then you're gonna inhale, sweep your arms high for low lunge, Anjaneyasana. I want you to cactus your arms here so you can relax those shoulders. Square off the hips, so you're plugging your right hip back, your left hip forward. One more. And then open to twist here. You can extend your arms out to the sides. See if you can turn your gaze back. Inhale, reach your arms high, breathe in. Exhale, frame your right foot, curl the back toes under, step your left foot to meet your right. Breathe in, lengthen halfway. Breathe out, fold. Press through the feet, root to rise. Inhale, come up, Urdhvastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Again, inhale, reach. We're gonna lace the fingers behind the back. Breathe in and breathe out. Fold, rinse the knuckles away from your spine. And breathe here. You can bend your knees generously. You can let the head hang. Notice where you feel sensations. Release your hands to the floor. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, step your right foot back. Take your right knee to the ground. Again, keep your left knee over your ankle. As you inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, cactus. Brighten the fingers. Draw the navel towards the spine. So you're protecting that low back here. And also press firmly through your left heel. One more. And then open twist to your left here. Keep your arms nice and active as well. So like you're shooting energy through the fingertips. Good, take an inhale. Look up, lengthen, exhale, step. Frame your left foot and you're gonna step back to plank and you're gonna take your flow, or you're just gonna press back to your downward dog. So me is modifying a hold a forearm plank here. And then I take a Sphinx pose as my back bend. And then I press back to that dolphin pose. So remember, it's not because sometimes you have an injury or something feels off that you cannot step on your mat. Be creative, be kind to yourself. At the end of the day, yoga is a healing art, right? So work with what's available to you. You're gonna step the right foot forward. Again, inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale. This time, you're gonna lace the fingers behind your back, or you can stick with that those cactus, or actually grabbing the elbows with opposite hands. It feels better on my hand. That's what I'm gonna do. So again, lifting the sternum, relaxing the shoulders, breathe into that left hip. Again, make sure you're not crunching into your low back here. And then stretch those arms high, breathe in, breathe out, open twist. Option to stay here or flip your left palm, reach up and back. Going a little deeper here. You're gonna cartwheel your hands. Let's add a little bit of hamstrings here. So extend your front leg. How's your breath? Keeping the upper body soft and easy. Rebend your right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. And rise. Cactus your arms. Gentle back bend. Press the hips forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lace the fingers. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out, fold. So remember, every time you revisit a pose, try to find something new, experience something new. Release your hands, take an inhale, create space. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, extend the arms, and then exhale, either cactus or grab your elbows with opposite hands. Breathe, find stillness here. Stay present to sensations. Notice what your body is trying to tell you. All right, we're gonna open twist to the left. Again, you're always welcome to stay here or flip your palm, reach up and back. Again, be mindful of that low back here. Cartwheel your hands. Shift your hips back, extending through your left leg. Soften as much as you can with each exhale. You're gonna inhale, rebend your left knee. You know what to do, move like you, so you can take your flow. You can skip, you can hold plank. Be honest with yourself. We meet in downward dog.
Find stillness, check in with yourself, check the quality of your breath. Check your mind, your energy level. Raise your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forward. Keep the back toes tucked under, or again, as a variation, your knee comes down to the ground. First, just take a big breath in here. Lengthen through the spine. And then raise your right arm here. Open twist. Frame your right foot. You're gonna plant your left heel on the ground. We're gonna come up for warrior one. So for those of you with very tight hips, which is my case, especially my left hip, I tend to walk my front foot a little bit wider so I can create more space and square my hips a little bit more. Make sure your back heel is rooting down. So if your heel is lifting off the ground, shorten your stance a little bit. So as you square off the hips, knit those ribs together, pull the belly in, and then open the heart. You can even lace the fingers behind your back. Relax your neck here. Take one more breath. Bend your knee a little bit more. Now we're gonna do a little bit of dynamic movement. So you're gonna inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Keep the spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you're gonna hold here. So think as if you were wearing a cape here. So the shoulders are down and relaxed. The fingers are reaching back. Good, and then release the hands to frame your front foot. Just extend your right leg. So for this pyramid pose, you may need to walk your foot towards the midline a little bit more so you can square off the hips. Option to grab your elbows with opposite hands, keeping the chest nice and open. And this is also a nice variation here to challenge your balance a little bit more. Take another breath. Find standing splits. Raise your left leg. Doesn't have to be super high, maybe just about hip height. But do make sure you engage both legs here. Press through that right foot. Let your torso drape over. And then draw your left knee to your nose, round your spine, and start to rise with one-legged mountain. Maybe you fall on the way if the balance is not there. Good, you're gonna bend your right kneecap to your arms, wrap your left leg over. So here, friends, your big toe, left big toe can always stay on the ground. Sit low here. Good, now take your right elbow under. Lift your elbows about to shoulder height. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Breathe, sit nice and low. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Breathe into the mid and upper back. And release. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out. Move like you. You can step, jump, flow or not. You can come straight into stillness, into downward dog or dolphin pose, even child's pose. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot forward. Keep that back leg toned. Raise your left arm. Inhale. Open twist. Exhale. Frame your left foot. Plant your right heel. Tap into the strength of your legs and your core. Rising for that warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. First, just arrive into the shape, into this pose. Bend your knee another inch. Good, and now inhale, extend your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your arms behind you. Inhale, reach, open the chest a little more. Exhale, get a little deeper into the legs. 2 more times. Move with intention, with awareness. Hold it here. Keep that long line from the crown of the head all the way to your tailbone. Feel the strength of the legs. And release your hands to frame your front foot. You can extend both legs for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. We have a couple more breaths here. You're gonna find that standing split, so transfer the weight to your left leg. Press into the heel, make sure again you don't collapse into the hip joint. Keep that back leg nice and strong. Final one. Draw your right knee towards your nose, round the spine. Now press through your left foot. Inhale, come all the way up. It's okay if you have to touch that right foot on the ground, right? No big deal. Cactus your arms, bend your left knee, wrap your right leg. So again, that big toe can rest on the ground or wrap it all the way. Take your left elbow under. We have 3 very slow, mindful breaths here. Last one. And release, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach, palms touch, hands to the heart center. All right, so let's come into a seated position. So I want to work with Gomukhasana, or some people call cow-faced pose. So coming to a tabletop, take your right knee behind your left. So open your feet as wide as you can. I'm feeling a little extra tight today, so I'm going to place a block under my sits bones, but you can also use just a blanket or a towel if you need. Otherwise, if your both sits bones are touching the ground, you're fine. So now try to open your feet wide here and curl the toes. So this is lots of outer hips, a little bit to the IT band. And we're gonna work on the upper body as well. So your left elbow is gonna point up towards the ceiling. Your right hand comes behind your back. If your fingertips don't touch, you can grab a towel or your strap. If that doesn't work or you don't have one, just take your right hand to your elbow and then press the back of your head into the forearm. Make sure you're not tucking your chin here. So maybe this is where you stay today.
If you need more, you can start to fold a little bit over the legs, but make sure your sits bones are still touching the floor. Just a couple more breaths. Good, slowly release here. Now, I'm gonna add a little side stretch. So take your left hand out to the side, raise your right arm over your ear. Breathe from that right hip point all the way to the fingertips. And come back to center, inhale, palms touch, exhale, hands to the heart. You can turn all the way around and switch your legs or whatever way that makes sense for you to get into the other side. So next time, your right knee is gonna be on top. So I'm just gonna walk my hands to my right. I don't move my feet, I just keep turning, turning, turning until your toes face forward. And voila, you have your right knee on top here. I just find that this is very playful. I remember the very first time I tried to do this in class, I was like, what's going on? I have no idea. So sometimes it's nice to let our inner child, right, to play. So sit tall here first. Set up a foundation, right, a strong foundation with those sits bones pressing equally, whether it's on your mat or if you're using props. Good, wake up your toes here. Now your right elbow is gonna point towards the ceiling. Again, so this side for me is a little bit more limited, so I'm just gonna bring my hand and assist. So remember, modify as needed, and it will be, sometimes you just need to modify on one side. We have 3 more very slow, mindful breaths here. So if you want to start to fold or just stay here sitting upright with shoulders over hips. Slowly release, take your right hand to the ground, reach your left arm up and over. And come back to center, breathe in and breathe out. All right, uncross the legs, shake it out, plant your feet on the ground a little bit, windsweep the legs. And you can either do easy pose, a sukhasana, crossing the legs, or you can do a butterfly here with your legs. So you're just gonna take a big breath in, make sure you're sitting tall. Exhale, draw your chin towards your chest. One more. And come back to center. Now take your left ear towards your left shoulder. Breathe deeply into the side of your neck. Couple more breaths here. Come back to center slowly and then switch sides. breathe back to center. Now, you're gonna take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming back to neutral, we're gonna shrug those shoulders once again. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhale, exhale. All right, we're gonna fold here. So you have the option to walk those feet very close to you in a more active Baddha Konasana, butterfly, or you can slide your feet forward a little bit more. Take an inhale. And then exhale, just fold here. You can round your spine completely. You can use a block and place it either on top of your foot or on the ground. Maybe your forehead touches here. Keep everything relaxed. And breathe a little deeper. Walk your hands back towards you. You're gonna take one final twist here. So sitting nice and tall, extend your left leg in front of you, cross your right leg, or you can even keep it just where it is and just making sure your knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Press that right big toe on the ground, flex your left foot, take your right hand behind you and then twist. So you can press your arm here, you can even point your fingertips towards the sky. Make sure your left leg doesn't get lazy, so curl the toes, twist a little more, and release. Switch sides, cross your left leg, sit tall, left hand behind your back, inhale, reach, exhale, twist. Good, and then slowly release. You're gonna come down to your backs, hugging the knees in, squeeze everything nice and tight, take a big breath in, and then exhale, release into your Shavasana, your final relaxation, giving yourself permission to receive all the beautiful gifts of yoga. Try to spend at least a couple minutes in your Shavasana. You deserve it. Thank you so much for joining me on your mats. May you have peace, may you be happy, may you be free. Namaste.